Hi, beloved. I'm coming to you tonight from our guest room late at night because this is the quietest moment of my day in the quietest room in my house. So here we are. Life is strange, isn't it? With each week that passes, it seems that we find ourselves in a whole new world, and it's kind of hard to wrap our minds and hearts around this crisis that we find ourselves in and all the changes that it has brought to our lives. At this point, we are not able to be together in worship. We're staying home whether we want to or not, unless you are one of those people that has to go to work, putting yourself at risk for the sake of others. All of you are in my prayers. Your pastors and the church leadership, we want you to know that we are in this thing together. We may be physically distant, but I don't love calling it social distancing because really there are so many ways that we can stay connected with each other. In a moment, I'll list some of those specifics for our community here at Good Shepherd, but I know there are even more ways to connect than what I have listed below. I know that you all are reaching out to one another on a personal level. You're connecting with friends and family over the phone, online, or even, I've heard, through some good old-fashioned letters. We are together even though we are apart. In our gospel for Sunday, Jesus raises Lazarus from the dead. And in one of the most endearing parts of this reading is when Martha says to Jesus, "Lord, if you had been here, my brother would not have died." If you had been here, my brother would not have died. Jesus comes 4 days too late. If only he had been there in person, so much suffering might have been prevented. If only their group of friends could have been together when they needed each other the most, perhaps everything would have been okay. But God's timing does not work like that. In time, Jesus does show up and brings incredible new life that defies every expectation. But it takes a while. Like Martha, we wish we could be together now. We long to avoid whatever suffering we are experiencing and whatever suffering we may experience in the days and weeks to come. We want to be together. We want life to go on as normal. We want Jesus to show up and spare us from this. But for now, we wait. But let us wait in hope, knowing that we have a God that shows up bringing new life every single time. And let us wait together. So here are a few things that we are doing as a church community to connect. Please join us in some of these efforts. The first is a phone call initiative. Our goal is to make contact with every family at Good Shepherd. We'll be making phone calls in an intentional way starting this week. Of course, the staff has already been making some phone calls and emails as well, and I know lots of you have been checking in with each other too. But by doing this, we remember and claim that we are community even when we cannot gather in worship. Another part of this is that we're hoping to identify needs during this strange and stressful moment, and we want to look for ways that our church community can help out with those needs. So if you're willing to make some of these calls, we would really appreciate that. We are going to need a number of helpers with this. If that's you, please contact the church office at admin@gslchurch.org. This is one concrete way that you can help your church community. In addition, we have a Sign Up Genius. This is an online document that provides a venue where people who are in need can connect with people who want to help. So if you find yourself needing help, if you need someone to go to the grocery store for you, or if you would like someone to entertain your kids for a little while over the internet, reading them a story, you can click on the Sign Up Genius and enter your information there. Helpers can also go to the link to offer your services to others. We're really hoping that this will be a living, breathing document that can facilitate some connection and care. In addition, if you have a need that's not identified on the Sign Up Genius, please let the church office know and we'll add it there. In addition, hopefully you have seen these already, but we are posting daily videos by noon. You can visit Realm, Facebook, or YouTube to find a daily video from Good Shepherd. A link to all of these videos is also sent to members of Good Shepherd via email. These videos will include and have included reflection questions, musical selections, Lenten speakers, devotions and prayers, Friday Faithprints, here we are, sermons, children's sermons, and more. And there is more to come. Also, we continue to pray together. While we can't be together in person, our prayers continue. In addition to the weekly devotion and prayer video each Thursday, we continue to maintain our community's prayer list as always. That will be available in the weekly Friday Faithprints. That's the usual spot. Prayers are being shared with the prayer team as usual as well. If you have a prayer concern that you would like to be shared, please contact the church office and we'll do that. In addition, we have Zoom. The church now has a business account through the website Zoom, which allows for meetings to take place online. Our staff has been using this tool for several weeks, and it's working quite well. Ministry teams are encouraged to use Zoom if that would be helpful to you, and we can share the church account with you. The free account that anyone can access allows for meetings that last up to 40 minutes, but if you use our business account, you can have a longer meeting. If you'd like details about that account, you can contact Suzanne Lewis. Her email address is suzanne.lewis@gslchurch.org, and you can always find our email addresses on the church website. In addition, we have plans for an online Holy Week. We will offer creative ways to engage with this holiest week of the year on Realm, Facebook, and YouTube. We don't want to spoil everything that's in store right now, but know that there will be some interactive options for families, such as an online version of Miss Barb's annual devotional bag. There's also going to be a bread baking with kids video that Drew and I filmed together bravely. There will be sermons and children's sermons posted whenever they would normally be preached. There will also be a service of individual confession and forgiveness on the Wednesday of Holy Week. And we've already recorded lots of storytelling and musical elements for the Triduum. That's Maundy, Thursday, Good Friday, and the Easter Vigil, and for Easter Sunday. We've continued our tradition of being as creative as possible and weaving in lots of different forms of art, especially into that Easter Vigil. Of course, many of us will grieve missing out on the in-person, intense spiritual experiences of Holy Week. And this will not be the same as it usually is. But we hope to bring you at least a taste of those special moments in your home. And we're looking forward to ways that we might celebrate Easter when we are eventually back together worshiping in person. Finally, we have had some questions about live streaming, and it is something that we did consider thoughtfully and carefully. We came to the conclusion that these posted videos would be a better fit for our congregation. The major factor in that is that we want to respect the orders that we have to stay at home as much as possible. And so here we are. I'm in my home now. We are in solidarity with all of you who are staying at home as well. And so rather than going to the church to live stream something, we have decided to do it this way. Mostly, that's a lot of information to throw at you. But mostly, we hope you know that we're still here. We are still together, even when we're apart, and that we hope that you will please reach out. If you're having a bad day, if you're having a hard moment, which all of us do in this craziness that we are experiencing, we hope that you'll reach out to the church, to the pastors, to each other. That though at times all of us feel lonely, we hope that you will know that you are not alone, that we are together in this and that God is with you. So know that you're in my prayers, and I hope that you have a good Friday, and I will see you online again soon. God bless. Bye-bye.